Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is your post-World Series edition number 2. That's right, this is the second week after the World Series. And we are going to talk about the latest completed WPT Championship. We're talking about my trip to London. That's right, I'm heading to London this Saturday for the Ladbrokes Poker Million. I'll be there for a week, so there will be no Mouthpiece next week. We're going to talk about my little discussion with David Singer on the internet. We're also going to talk about my Venetian lounge show, The Real Deal Snub, how I got snubbed off the show. And we're also going to talk about my hand of the week and my shitty week in online poker when we come back on the Mouthpiece. Welcome back to the Mouthpiece. This is the second edition since the World Series of Poker has ended. And does anybody truly care who's at the final 9? Does anybody know? Does anybody care? Well, the truth of the matter is I thought this was going to be a really, really successful thing, this 4 months off. And as it turns out, with 9 complete scrubs at the final table with no personality, it's looking more and more like it's not going to be a success. And, well, who knows? Hopefully I'm wrong. Maybe they'll build it up into a success. I'm trying to figure out how they're going to build a truck driver, a Russian, a guy from Denmark, a guy with no chips, a guy with no personality, a convicted felon, 7-time, and into a great marketed show. Well, I've been going through the November 9 many times, and I'm trying to figure out how are they going to market this into something good or big. Now, hopefully, my good friend Jeffrey Pollack, who I like a lot, and I feel are very tight now. And matter of fact, I have nothing but props about Jeffrey, and I always say this: thank you so much for being there when I won my bracelet. It meant an awful lot to me. But hopefully they're going to figure out a way, and I'm going to be wrong about this. But right now it's looking more and more like nobody's really interested in the November 9, as it lost its luster and lost its momentum when it ended. Now, hopefully that'll just be the lost luster and the momentum of the poker world, and yet it will gain momentum and gain luster in the television world, and we're hoping, well, I'm hoping that is what happens, and so let's hope that I'm wrong. Changing subjects off of the World Series of Poker final table, which I should be at and I'm not, we will go to the Wpp Concluded Bellagio Cup. It's officially over, and Mike Watson, Sir Watts Online, has won. I've played with Sir Watts Online. He's a very good player. I don't know him at all. I've never met him, but I want to congratulate him on winning the WPT Bellagio Cup, which I never had a chance to get back to that final table, which I'm happy I didn't, as I had a chance in the World Series. I want to say another congratulatory to David Benjamin, who truly should have won this tournament. He got his money in with the very best handball times, and actually had the tournament won with one card to come twice, and it wasn't meant to be. And that's what poker luck and the poker is really, truly all about. David right now has really proven to me that he is the best overall round poker player in the world. I've been telling everybody for years that when David is on his A game, I have never seen anybody close to him. I have played with the best of the best, and this guy here just is awesome when he's on. Of course, when he's off, he's awful. So we always used to make fun of David by saying he's got such a great A game and he's got a Z game. But looks like now David is on. He's finally figured out tournament poker. And that is something that I never thought David was going to figure out, because he was always so aggressive, and he has learned to get patience. And the people that were at the WPT final table, and before it even got down to 6, said that David showed tremendous patience, even when he had all the chips. And once you've learned the patience, and with his talent, it's just putting two things together. That's pretty awesome. So congratulations to David for second, and I'm very proud of him that he's really figuring out tournament poker, that he might be now not only the best cash game player in the world, but the best all-around tournament player and everything player in the world. So give David a lot of props on this. For all you out there that want to know about the David Singer, Mike Matusow blow-up online, there was really, really no blow-up online. People have took this really, really out of context. I was not online to tell David Singer, you're a piece of shit, you're an asshole, you're this or that, you're whatever. Okay? I have no means about saying anything. I like David Singer. As far as I'm concerned, me and David are good friends. But, you know, I told him in the chat, this is nothing personal. I was IMing with Haas TBF because we've recently become friends, and we were talking, and he says, listen, this is a bunch of bullshit that David's sitting out every hold'em round. And I know Haas is a very good hold'em player. That's where his bread and butter is. And he says, can you please say something? Okay. Then another person who was in the game and who asked not to be notified also told me that this is a bunch of bull crap. And so when David was sitting out, I just said, listen, David, you can't be sitting out every round to hold him. It's not fair. Huh? What are you talking about? Huh? What are you talking about? I go, David, you're a red pro. When you're a red pro, you have got to look good in front of other people in the game. You can't just be a red pro and sit out games, okay? Especially when you have the money you have. It just is nitty, it looks bad, and that's what I said to David. I was not trying to be personal. I have no gripes with David Singer. I have no animosity towards David Singer. As far as David Singer could call me tomorrow, we can go to lunch, and I'd be his best friend. I have nothing against David. But I do have something against David when he starts saying bad things about me in the box, like how horrible I am and how I knock people and knock this. I'm in the game. I'm having fun. We're having a good time. Everybody loves to play with me. We have fun, okay? He turned it into something personal and attacked me personally because I said something that was told by a couple people in the game. Me, I'd like to sit out every stud hand around. I'm a terrible stud player. But I don't, because I know it's bad for the game. Everybody knows that when you sit in a horse game, it's bad to sit out games. Now, there's going to be times where, hey, you know, if your bathroom break or your break comes up and you want to take a round off, that's fine. But if you're playing for 8 hours straight, you can't miss every hold'em round. You know, most of the time he missed every hold'em and Omaha round, just plays just the stud games, which, you know, that'd be like me sitting there saying, I think I'll play stud 8 or better, Omaha 8 or better, and I'll skip all the other 3 games because the hold'em's so volatile and the other 2 games I suck at. You know, I would never do that. So on that note, I just want everybody out there to understand what happened with that conversation, and that is nothing personal with David, yet David turned it into something personal, and that's why I said the things I said. You know, when I said to make the statement, I am the site, that was me joking around. Having a good time. I just, you know, I feel I'm important to the site, so I made a funny comment. But anyways, that's all for the David Singer situation. We're going to talk about the Venetian show, the real deal. I don't know if you heard about it yet or not, but it's a lounge show, interactive, with poker players and audience delight, where the audience can win prizes, and they bet on whose hands are going to win, and they get interactive with the players, and the players get interactive with the audience. Well, I was one of the original members, supposedly, of this Venetian show, yet I got kicked off. Yeah, I was booted. Why was I booted? Well, let's see. The producers asked me to call Phil Hellmuth and beg him to get on the show, because Phil had turned them down, in which I went and talked to Phil for 30 minutes and begged him to get on the show. Well, guess what? I got Phil on the show. What did they do? They canned me. Nice. Well, why did they can me? Let's analyze it. Oh, I could get a tryout. A day tryout with them to see how I do in front of the audiences. Because they're worried that I might say something rude or bad in front of the audience. Oh, but Drunk Scotty Wynn, or Drunk Gavin Smith, or Phil calls every person a motherfucking idiot, they're not going to say nothing bad in front of the audience. But me, the nicest person in the world, the most kindest person in the world, has never said anything bad to any audience or anything bad to anybody towards an audience, is going to say something bad? Give me a break. This was the biggest slight and insult in my entire life, except for the time the undercover cop me in the ass. And it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. You know, they still say, well, we're going to give Mike a day tryout to see how he does in front of the audience, to see if we'll give him a contract. Okay. See if Mike Matusow's okay. We know Antonio Locke and Phil Locke's okay. And we know that Phil Hellmuth is okay. And we know that Gavin and Scotty Wynn are okay. Oh, and Doyle and Todd Brunson, they're all perfect for the show. But Mike Matusow, Jennifer Harmon, perfect. Mike Matusow gets in the ass for what? Because he's a good guy? And because he tells it like it is? I guess they want to have a show, without the second most popular poker player in the world and the nicest person around. That's fine. I have no problems with them. But afterwards, when they want me on the show, they're not going to get me on the show for no tryout. They're going to call me on the show and they're going to apologize to me for how they treated me and how they slighted me. And then I'll talk to them about working with them on the show, because they'll be calling me wanting me on the show. So, but there won't be no I'm going down for no tryout, because there is no tryout. There's going to be, Mike, we're sorry for slighting you and for thinking this way of you when we talked to other people and we were wrong. And after they see all the World Series videos, the highlights that come out, and they see Scotty Wynn calling everybody a motherfucker on national TV, and they see me in the feature table 3 times, and how nice and funny, how cool I am, maybe they'll have a different outlook. Now, I have nothing against anybody, or Scotty, or Gavin, or Phil, because they're all my good friends, because I got nothing against any of them, but somebody, obviously, turned them off and making me into a bad guy, and I don't think it was, I don't know who it was, but it was definitely somebody in the group, because I can't see how the group, who are my good friends, could possibly let me tell them that, oh, Mike's not on the show, when I was like the second pick. Me and Daniel were like top 2 picks, so I'd like to know what happened there. That's pretty interesting, and that's what's going on with the Venetian show, The Real Deal, if you haven't heard about it. Anyways, getting off that subject, I'm done with that. I had to vet that out of my system. We're going to go to our hand of the week. My hand of the week comes to you by FullTiltPoker.com, Skin Industries. I have nothing on right now with skin on them, but Skin Industries, www.skinindustries.com. Poker Savvy Plus. My hand of the week comes by, I don't know what my hand of the week, it's been so many bad hands, so many bad beats. We're going to go ahead and go with the last hand I played last night. Eric Lindgren limped under the gun in Omaha, 8 or better. Dickhead Steve Betts raises on the button, and I shouldn't say dickhead, he's a nice guy, he's just a horrific poker player. I re-raised it out of the big blind, ace, king 4. Eric, who had limped, folds, and the flop come down 9, 5, deuce, 2 clubs, and of course I have ace, 4 with nut clubs, and I bet, and jack off and Steve Betts calls, and the turn card comes a 9, and I bet, and he raises, and I'm just like, I mean, how can I put this guy on a 9? And I call, so I have ace 4 low draw, flush draw, and aces and 9s. And the river card comes a queen, and I check call him, and his hand is deuce 5, 9, 10. That's right. Eric limped under the gun in 08. This is a full ring game, and he raised it with deuce 5, 9, 10 from the button. He did flop the 5 deuce low draw and a pair of 9s and no draw. So after the flop, he had 2 9s and 3 10s to hit, and me brick off completely on the low and missed a flush. And of course, he can't hit the 10 of clubs, so he had about 4 wins. That's my hand of the week. It's It's not really a bad beat hand of the week, but it's a joke of a hand of the week. And all I just tell him, hold on a second, how bad he was. And he's crying how he's a 150,000 loser for the day. And I'd like to know how somebody who can be, who cries how he's a 150,000 loser for the day, wants to know why when he's raising the deuce 5, 9, 10 on the button after somebody limps in the one hole in Omaha 8 or better. That's my hand of the week on the Mouthpiece. We are now going to go to my favorite part of the show, the phone calls. That's right. I expect a lot of phone calls today. The World Series is over. The WPTs are over. Everybody's back home. So let's light up the phones and talk to Mike the Mouth. Welcome to the Mouthpiece.
Hey, Mike, this is Doug from Columbus, Georgia, buddy.
Doug from Georgia. What's up, buddy?
Hey, not much. I want to tell you congratulations in the main event, like everybody else is congratulating you.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
I have a couple questions for you. What goes through your head when you flop a set? Instead of like what I normally do, I'm trying to get away from making quick calls.
Well, I don't flop many sets, so it's like it's hard to do. I don't really try and flop many. What goes through my head? I don't know. Most of the time, I don't really play many pocket pairs unless I'm in position. I got a lot of chips, and if I do flop a set, if it comes something like a clean flop, like a queen 8 deuce, probably flat call and him and ha or whatever. But actually, like if I flop a set of 8s, I'm actually looking for like an 8 jack king flop or an 8 jack queen, something real dangerous, so I can make a pretty big raise, and it looks like I might have top pair and I'm scared of something, and that's when you can get the most out of somebody. So I'm actually always looking for. I'm hoping when I flop a set that it's a scary flop, where you can make a big raise on the flop. If it comes like a deuce 8 and a queen, and you flop a set of deuces, I mean, what are you going to really represent? That if you make a big raise, it's just going to look like there's a good chance you flop the set and you're really never going to get paid. So you got to be real careful.
What goes through your mind when you put on somebody else that might have flopped a bigger set?
Well, it's pretty easy to know when somebody flops a bigger set. I'm real good at getting away from an underset to an overset. I mean, first of all, if it comes like an 8, a 5, and a 4 or something, or an 8, 5, 3, and you flop a set of 3s, and this guy flat called a raise also, and now he re-raises. I mean, he ain't re-raising with 9s or 10s to the under the gun raise. I mean, there's a good chance he flopped the set. So I just try and I play poker, tournament poker, way, way different than most people do. Tournament no limit. I'm always looking to fold a hand. Most people are looking to make big pots. So I'm looking for ways to make sure that person doesn't have a big hand. And I play very cautiously, yet I play real aggressive. So if I think they're weak, I attack it. Yet if I think they're real strong, I have no problems checking calling with the bottom set. And that's how I play. So.
Okay. Hey, man, well, I appreciate it. I ain't gonna hold your time, but I appreciate it, and
all right,
good luck
man.
in the future.
Thank you. Thanks for the call. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
Mike, this is Kevin. How you doing?
Who?
Kevin from Miami. How you doing?
Kenneth?
Kevin, sorry.
Kevin. What's up, bud?
Not too much. Congratulations on your WSOP run. I missed your show last week.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate the call.
I love Poker Savvy, too. I just want to let you know.
Oh, cool.
And,
yeah, there's going to be a lot of good videos coming out this week. I've been doing I did about 5, 6, 7 hours of video this week, so.
you got any coming out on Omaha?
I did a horse video this week. I did a pot limit Omaha 8 or better video. I did, I don't know, I did a bunch of stuff. What are you looking for, like an Omaha 8 or better video?
No, I liked your Omaha 8 or better stuff, and I was just curious if, I actually had a strategy question in Omaha.
Okay.
With what sorts of hands do you like to call somebody who you know always raises with aces?
Can you repeat that question one more time?
Someone in Omaha who,
Pot limit Omaha?
Sorry.
Okay.
The only time they ever raise with aces. Whether it's just ace, rag,
Well,
rag.
aces in Pot limit Omaha live, if you're playing like 100, 200 BBs deep, it's really not a raising hand. It's not a re-raising hand. You're really supposed to be playing flop poker all the time when you're playing 100, 200 BBs deep.
I'm just looking for hands to call with. Somebody that I know is just raising with that kind of hand.
You could call with any 4 cards in position in Pot limit Omaha. I mean, if you think the guy's only raising with aces. I mean, anybody who's only raising with aces in Pot limit Omaha can't win. Because you're gonna always put your money in with the best hand against one pair of aces. So the best way to basically play Pot limit Omaha, I mean, I'm not very good at it. Don't get me wrong. I'm working on it just as much as anybody else. Is do a lot of small raising with aces, with any 4 cards. When I say do a lot of, I like to do half pot raises pre-flop all the time, and then or even like if somebody raises, I like to re-raise them with like the 5, 6, 7, 8, so small re-raises. And now if they come back over the top of me, I know they got aces. Now we're playing 200 BBs deep. I know what their 2 cards are, and they don't know what mine are, and that's how you stack somebody for a big chunk. So that's about how Pot limit Omaha works, and I'm not that good at it, but I know how it works. I just my biggest problem with Pot limit Omaha is I don't have the patience like I do in the other games. I could sit there and fold and fold and fold in a limit game for hours, and just grind it out little at a time. Where in Pot limit, you fold, and now you make one mistake and you're broke. So. It's a lot harder to focus on the no limit pot limits than it is in the limit games. So you'll find me playing limit horse games, and you'll be watching me just folding and folding and folding, and you'll be like, wow, Mike's got great patience. Well, it's a lot easier to have great patience because I'm playing mathematically correct and just getting my money in good all the time. Where the other ways you have to worry about, what do they have? And it's a lot more decision making, and you have to try and find one big hand. Playing on the internet, I seem to like a lot more than anything playing limit poker than I do no limit.
Hey, one other question I had for you, if on Poker Savvy, is there any? I really enjoy your videos. Is there anybody else that you really respect?
You should go and look at everybody's. Everybody on the team's good. They're real good at no limit hold'em and short-handed and stuff like that. Matter of fact, they're probably better than I am. So. It depends what you're looking for. My videos are going to be mostly limit and 08 and things like that because that's what I'm playing mostly. Their videos are going to be no limit hold'em, short-handed no limit hold'em, 6-handed, and ring games and stuff like that. So, just depend on what you're looking for. Our team's real good, so I'm sure all of them you'll learn something from everybody.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for the call.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Hello. Welcome to the Mouthpiece.
What's going on, Mike?
What it be, brother?
So
Who's this?
This is Anthony from the East Coast, man.
Anthony from the East Coast. What's up, brother?
What are you doing up so early, bro?
Up so early? Up so early? Man. You mean because I was playing poker for 36 hours straight? You mean that kind of up early?
Yeah, you're right. I heard you were online all night.
Oh, I'm sick, man. I gotta stop playing long.
Stop playing online, my man.
I just gotta quit playing long hours, man.
Yeah, because you're killing me a little bit.
I'm sick.
But I got a question for you.
Yeah.
When are you going to put out a book on the highs and lows of the poker lifestyle?
Wow. Soon, I guess. I got a lot of books. I got my 2 books coming out. One on my autobiography. The other one on my No Limit Hold'em Deep Stack Tournament book. And then I'm thinking of another book. And I don't know, maybe I will write.
I think that you could help a lot of the younger guys who think it's pretty cool to play.
All them younger guys don't have any clue what they're in for, man. They just look at it, I win. They think they have this, and they go out and buy all kinds of stuff, and they think it's just hunky-dory. Then they never win a pot for the next, 6 months, and then they don't know what
My second question for you, Mike, is don't you think you're a better live player than you are online?
I am. I'm a much better live game
player.
player.
Why do you mess around with the online?
There is no live poker anymore. There's not. You play 1 and 2,000, 2 and 4,000 at the Bellagio, or 10-20. Those are your choices. And when you've played as high as I played for so long, I got to play at least 3 and 600 or 500 and 1,000 and in the limit horse games, they play so bad that the mathematical the edge I have is probably better on the online horse or Omaha 8 or better games than it could ever be in any live game. So
okay, so you're saying that the high games that are in Vegas right now aren't high enough.
There is no high games. There's like 10, 20, 25, 50 or 2 and 4,000.
Okay.
So there's just no. I mean, all the poker. I mean, that's the bottom line. There's nobody wants to play live. They'd rather play on the internet. It's a joke.
Yeah, I can't stand online poker. So.
I actually kind of love it, but I just play too long. That's all.
Yeah. When are you going to get over here?
Where are you at?
I'm by Atlantic City.
I'll be there for the Borgata tournament in September or October.
September?
Yeah, September.
Okay.
I'll be there in September.
All right, so I want to see you there then.
All right, come up and say hi to me. Call on the show anytime.
You got it, my man.
You got it, man. Thanks
for
calling.
Have a good one, Mike.
Yep.
Bye.
Later. Yeah. Yo! Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
What up, Mikey?
Oh, what up? Who's this?
This is Devin Volta from Cali. This is actually Kevin Keller's cousin.
Kevin Keller's cousin.
Yes, sir. You know Kevin Keller pretty well, don't you?
I do. I didn't know how many other cousins he had. I know Thomas and his brother, and now you're another one of his cousins?
Yes, sir. I'm a second cousin of his. My mother is actually his real cousin, Judy Keller.
Aha.
But yeah, I just
have you
wanted
seen the
to call
baby yet?
and say, what's up, Bob?
Have you seen Kevin's baby yet?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh.
I heard all about it, but I haven't seen him.
Gotcha. All right.
But
so you're like a fourth generation Keller poker player.
Yeah, something like that. I'm like a third or fourth generation Keller.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But hey, man, congratulations on your run in the World Series this year.
Thank you.
I had a question for you. I was wondering what would you do with a $1,500 bankroll on the internet?
What would I do with a $1,500 bankroll? I can put it on red and black at the roulette table and double it to 3,000, and then I'd put it on red or black one more time and double it to 6,000, and then I'd bet it on a baseball game and double it to 12,000, and then I'd get in a big poker game and fire away. No, but if I only had 1,500, I'd play probably 50 cents and $1 no limit at the most, and maybe $1, $2. $1, $2, you'd be all right. Just maybe buying for 100. Yeah, maybe 50 cents and $1. No, 50 cents and $1 probably be. And I would, if you want to play no limit, if you want to play smaller like limit games, you don't want to play over $4.
Okay.
That's my advice.
And how about STTs?
F what?
How about the single table tournaments and stuff?
Oh, single table tournaments? I don't know. Depends what you want to. Yeah, if you lose the 1,500, can you get more money, or are we broke?
Yeah, I can get more money.
Well, it, man, just fire away.
Yeah, but I've been trying to do pretty good, Mike. I've started off on like $50, got it up to 1,500, cashed out, left $50 on there again, got it up to 1,500.
I'll tell you
again.
what, I've turned 100 into 100,000 in a week more times than any human being on the planet. But I've also turned 100,000 into $50 overnight more times than any human on the planet. So, I'll tell you what, when I have nothing on the internet, I'm real good at running it up. Like, I ran like 3,000 into 70 in the last 2 days, but then I ran 70 into nothing yesterday. So, it is what it is.
It all depends on what you put
Me,
forth,
I don't give a That's my problem. Actually, I do care. As long as I don't go broke, I'm fine.
That's good. And congratulations, man, on getting your act together, man. You look a lot more healthy out there. And
yeah, well, I was doing a lot better. I fell back in a little bit of a rut since the World Series. When I got knocked out, I kind of, it kind of like I let myself slip back into that rut, feeling sorry for myself again, and why me, and then I started playing internet up 24/7, and really realized that I fell into a rut, and I got to get out of this rut that I'm in and go back to working out and doing things. And but when I was doing real good, I was playing internet poker like 3-4 hours a day, and then I was doing other things. So I just kind of fell into a little rut, and I'm going to get out of it here this week.
Good. We're all rooting for you to get back on that train, brother.
Thanks, brother, and thanks for the call.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the Mouthpiece.
What's up, Mike? This is John from Las Vegas.
Don or John?
John.
John. What's up, John?
Hey, I've got a question for you.
You got it, buddy.
What are your thoughts on drinking while playing? It's like I've had my
no. Drinking while playing is an absolute no-no.
I mean, I've had my biggest sessions ever drinking while playing.
I believe you. I've never beat a drunk. Ever. Never in my life have I beat a drunk. I mean, Chuck D come in online drunk the other night, playing every hand of the river. He won $100,000 in 10 minutes. Okay.
Nice.
I never beat a drunk. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know one drunk that hasn't gone broke. So, with that in mind, I never beat a drunk, because it seems like when they get in my game, they always me in the ass. But yet, I know tons of people that have gotten in the games drunk, and they all go broke. So, yeah, you'll have your biggest sessions drunk because you'll play bad, and if the deck hits you, you're going to win 50 times more than you ever would, because you're going to be raising and playing crazy and whatever. But you're also going to go broke and never win. Prime example of that, and if you ever talk to Daniel, is because he used to drink a lot when he played, and that was one of his biggest downsides. He'll be the first to tell you how many times he's gone broke because of his drinking and playing. You just think, you think about him, you think about Lane Flack, you think about Scotty. I mean, every one of them are just
right.
Yeah, drugs and alcohol aren't good, kid. That's my best advice to you. I've been down every road there is, and if you live a clean life and you live right and you do the right things, work out, play, and do the right things, and I'm telling you, man, I've been down every path, and it make you a better player, man, a better person too.
All right, fair enough, brother.
You got it, buddy, man. Take care. Thanks for the call.
Later, brother.
Yep. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. Who's this?
Hey, Mike, this is Keith.
Keith, what's up, man?
Hey, not much. I have some questions for you, bub.
You get one.
I grind the 1-2 and occasionally 2-5 games, 5 or 6 days a week. My question is, what do you think are realistic goals to set myself every day when I play? I can't seem to play.
I don't really set goals. You shouldn't really set goals for yourself to win or to lose. You sit in the game, and if the game's good, you play. If the game's no good, you go watch a movie, go work out, or go jack off or something, because that's the goals. You play. If you're playing good and the game's good, you play. If the game isn't good anymore, or you're not playing well, you quit. Those are the goals. That's the only goals you need to set. If you're playing well and the game's good, you play. If the game's no good or you're not playing well, you quit. If you stick to those goals, you'll always win. Don't set a win or loss goal, ever. In other words, if you're sitting in a 2-5 game and you're up 500 and you've been playing for 3 hours, don't say to yourself, well, I'm up 500, that's what I came to make. That's bad. That's an absolute wrong way to think about it. You say to yourself, the 2 suckers are still in the game, and I'm going to bust them tonight. This way you win about 3,000 in that session, and then the next day when the game sucks, you don't have to worry about playing. You understand?
Right, yeah, I got you.
So that's your goal. That's the only goals you need to set. Play when the game is good, and don't play when the game sucks. And unless, you feel like you play better than everybody, then everybody sucks, and then you just play when you're playing well. So that's the bottom line.
All right.
You got it, man. We got another call, so I got to let you go.
Okay.
You got it, man. Take care.
All right. We'll see.
Welcome to the Mouthpiece, it's Mike.
How's it going, Mike?
What's up, man? Who's this?
Good. My name's Greg. How are you?
Hi, Greg. How you doing? I'm doing good.
Good. Okay, I have a quick question for you. I was playing a tournament on Full Tilt, a $100 rebuy in December. I used to be a pretty good tournament player. I won like 150 buy in like 15K tournament, like first prize, things like that. And
Right.
I almost won like a 25K seat. Anyway, so here's the hand. I'm at the final table. I'm second in chips, and I know you're a really good tournament player, so that's why I'm calling you. So basically, I have about 180,000 in chips. The blinds are 3-6K. I'm under the gun. I raised to. This is the second hand at the final table. First hand I raise under the gun with like junk. I get re-raised.
So you have 300 BBs at this point?
I have 30 big
30
blinds.
big blinds. Okay, yeah, 30. I'm sorry. Yeah.
30 big blinds. Yeah. So the blinds are. I have 180,000. I'm second in chips at final table. So basically, I raised to like about 18,000 under a gun. Second hand, first hand I raised under a gun. I got raised middle position. I mucked, and then second hand I pick up ace king suited. Okay. So this is why I'm calling you. I've been thinking about this anyway. So and then the guy who re-raised me the first hand, he raised me again middle position. So I think he thinks I'm a weak player, basically, like playing games.
Not really.
No, but hold on. We're not done. Then at the end, this other guy who's basically got 120,000 chips, so he's fourth at the table, and I'm just got moved to final table, so I don't know how anyone plays. This guy shoves all in, and I got ace king suited.
Well, he's probably got about 2 7s or 2 8s. I mean, he's probably 8s. I'm going to give him 2 8s at this point. So you're going to be playing a coin flip for your money.
The guy who shoved all in for 120,000. You think he's got just a middle pair there?
I put him on 2 8s, yeah.
And what do you do with the ace king then? You call knowing that if you lose,
what do you have left if you fold?
You've got about a third of what you had. You've got 60,000 in chips left, and the first prize is 15 grand. I ended up finishing.
I think you got to play a coin. I think in an online tournament you got to play a coin.
You got a call there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, what do you have, 8s or 9s?
Okay. No, I don't know. I folded, and I still finished fourth, but I folded, and I always regretted it.
Oh, that's your regret that you folded. Yeah,
exactly.
I think you got a call there. Now, it's not like a deep stack tournament like at the World Series this year where I had to fold with like 30 players to go. I had to fold ace king, and I was regretting it for a while. But it was a pretty standard fold. I raised it with ace king of clubs, and Brandon Cantu, he re-raised me like 700,000, and I knew I had him just by the way he re-raised me. But then Chino Ream. David Reams moved in for like $8 million, and I just couldn't believe it. But see, I was just like, he knows that David that it was pretty obvious that Brandon didn't raise me super strong, and so Chino could have re-raised me with anything there and force me to have to call with only aces or kings. So afterwards, David told me he had 2 jacks, and he said you'll see it on TV. And I had ace king, and Brandon Cantu showed ace queen of hearts face up. Yilan Schwartz, who was also next to me, by the way, I had half the final table at this table, and that's why it was like the toughest table draw in the world for me. He told me he threw an ace away too, so actually I would have only had 4 outs. So I regretted my laydown at the time, thinking that possibly Chino Reams was making a play because he knew where we were at, that I wouldn't call with less than aces or kings in that spot. But as it turns out, I made the right laydown in a deep stack tournament. But as far as you're concerned, I believe you made the wrong laydown there.
Yeah, but final table, basically, I was just thinking about the cash too much, right? Because I used to get broken.
You just can't fold there. You can't fold there. He's got it. There's no way that you're not a coin flip by the way he moved.
Yeah, no, I knew it was a coin. Yeah, I thought it was a coin.
You have to take that coin flip there with all. You have too much. You can't just raise and just get re-raise and dump that kind of hand late on an online tournament. Now if you're head up and you got a lot of bets in front of you where you're playing some deep stack, you can, but when it's not deep stack, you just can't fold a coin flip when it's not deep stack. I got to run. I got one more phone call behind you, buddy.
Okay, no problem.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey,
Mike.
Hey. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. What are you doing?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's up, man?
I just wanted to say that you're the best poker player.
Hey, man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
I have a lot of respect for you.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me, man. It really does.
And hopefully someday I'll see you at the final table.
That sounds like a plan. How old are you?
18.
18? Yes, there's a good chance then. You're young. And you have got to make sure you make the right decisions coming up in the poker world. And you're going to be fine. How long have you been playing for?
2 years.
2 years? And how do you like your game?
I like it.
You do? Good. How is your money management skills? Mine sucks, so don't listen to me. But I'm trying to help you out.
All right.
Yeah. It's very important in the poker world to have a great game selection, great money management skills, and know when to quit. Okay? Mm-hmm. So when you see me on there playing for 30 hours straight, that's bad money management skills and bad game selection. Okay? Now, the reason why I like to say those things is because I know it's bad, okay? But I do it because, well, if I lose, I mean, I have ways to get back on my feet, and, you know, I have good income, and I don't really have anything to worry about in my life anymore. But as far as, like, for somebody up and coming, and I like to tell people all the time, is if you want to be successful, you have to not play tired, not play for long hours, and keep your money management skills and game selection good. In other words, play in the games with has the suckers in it. Don't play in the games that when the sucker leaves, get up. Got it?
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome, man. And what do you like to play more than anything?
You'll like this. Omaha 8.
Oh, good. Well, that's pretty much, if you watch me play I don't know if you watched me play the last 2 days or all night last night. You really got to, I don't know, do you watch me play a lot online or no?
Sometimes.
Yeah, you get to really see a bunch of idiots. So you can really learn a lot from watching me play and watching them play.
Yeah.
I mean, I play super duper tight and they play like idiots. So, all right. Well, I got another call. I appreciate the call, and keep your head up, keep yourself together, and think about always playing in good games.
Okay.
You got it, buddy. Take care, man.
Bye.
Well, everybody, thanks again for joining us today on the Mouthpiece. Thanks for all the phone calls. If I missed any of you guys, I apologize. We will have no Mouthpiece next week. I'm going to be in London for the Ladbrokes Poker Million. Hopefully I'll come back away from there, making it to the final table. The final table will be in December. It's kind of a World Series of Poker edition. Wait 3 months or 4 months for the final table, but it's a different type of final table. It's a more of a different structure. It's not like a big end. It's only a 72 people invite only tournament. So it's a lot of overlay. They added $500,000 extra money, and it's a good tournament. So wish me luck down there. I apologize once again. No Mouthpiece next week. I'll see you the following week. Thank you for all your calls. Thank you for all your bullshit. Thank you for listening to my bullshit. And we'll see you later. This is Mike the Mouth Matusow for Poker Savvy Plus, Full Tilt Poker. We're out.